Hey guys, welcome to my Sims 3 channel. My name is Robbie, and with this video, I'm going to show you how to maximize your cooking skill using books at home. As you can see, I've already got my Sim set up and moved into a lot. It's an empty lot with just a bookcase and a chair. What I'm going to do is, first I'm going to show you down here at the bottom. I'm in the skills tab and I have no skills. So we're going to go to the world map of the home world here, and we're going to scroll around here looking for the bookstore, which in this world is right here. We're going to go and shop for books. We'll zoom back over to my Sim and centering. I'm going to have the game running in fast speed so it'll level up to level 10 quicker. So we're going to unpause the game and go off to the bookstore. I'm going to purchase some books. At the bookstore you have a pop-up appear, and you'll see at the little bit below the top here different filters for the different books. And we're going to click on the skills filter to show the skills books. And since we're focusing on cooking for this video, you'll see here that we have the Cooking Volume 1 book. And it shows you how many pages it is, what level your cooking needs to be to read that book, and what your current cooking skill level is. With the Volume 1, you can see here that you need a cooking level of 0 to read that book, and your current skill level is 0. And a note on the how many pages the book is: the more pages the book is, the longer it takes to complete the book. And this Cooking Volume 1 will cover levels 1, 2, and 3 in the cooking. So I'm going to double click on the Cooking Volume 1 book, and that will add it to the shopping cart on the right hand side here. And then we're going to scroll down and find Cooking Volume 2. When I hover over this, you'll see that it is 203 pages, so it'll take a little bit longer to read that book. And you'll see that the cooking level required is listed as 3, and your current skill level is 0. And you notice that the cooking level required 3 is a different color than it was for the other Cooking Volume 1, which indicates that you're not high enough level to read that book. So I'm going to go ahead and double click on this Cooking Volume 2 to add it to the shopping cart, and then we're going to scroll down. Also, I want to mention before I scroll down any further, the Volume 2 cooking book will cover levels 4, 5, and 6. And that is the same with all the other skills. Volume 1 of any of the skill books will cover levels 1, 2, and 3. And Volume 2 will cover skill levels 4, 5, and 6. And continuing to scroll down here, we're going to find the Cooking Volume 3. And you see that it is listed as 225 pages, so it'll take a little bit longer to read that book than the Cooking Volume 2 book. And you need a level of 6, as you can see in the cooking skill, to read that book, and your current skill level is 0. And we're going to double click on that Volume 3 for cooking and add it to the shopping cart, and that Volume 3 will cover levels 7, 8, and 9, and 10. And the same with Volume 3 and all the other skill books. It'll cover levels 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I'm going to select the option to purchase those items. I'm going to pause the game real quick and show you in the inventory down here at the bottom, a little backpack. I'm going to click Get, or you could hit the I button to open the inventory. And you'll see that those 3 books are now added to your inventory. Now I'm going to select the option over here to the left, towards the bottom of the screen, to go home. We're going to unpause the game. We're going to go home. And back at home, if I click on this volume 1 for cooking in the inventory, I have the option to read that book. I'll close that out. And we'll check this cooking volume 2 book. If you remember, it said you needed to be level 3 to read that book. If you click on that book, you'll see that it says you're not high enough level to read that book. So we'll close that out. And the volume 3 has the same message. You're not high enough level to read that book, as you need to be level 6 to read volume 3. So we'll go back to the volume 1 book and select read. We're going to unpause the game. And as you see here, pause the game real quick, a little meter has appeared above my Sim's head, indicating that I'm learning the cooking skill. I'll go back to the skills tab here, and as that meter fills up, the cooking skill is increasing to get level 1. As I said, I have the game running at fast speed, so it doesn't take as long to level up. We'll pause the game now that that filled up one time and has restarted the meter. And you'll see down here that we are now have a skill listed in cooking. And it shows our current skill level as 1. And just a brief note here, to the right of that skill meter down here, you'll see that there's a button for the skill journal. And if you click that or hit the J button, it'll open the skill journal up for that skill. And it'll give a description of, since I clicked for the skill journal for the cooking, it'll give a description of the cooking skill. And then down below that, it'll tell you your statistics for the cooking skill. And then below that, it'll show challenges that you can complete for the cooking skill. And if you scroll further on down, it'll tell you what recipes you know with your current cooking skill. And all of this information I will talk about in another video, as this video is focusing on maximizing your cooking skill using books at home. So we'll close that out, and we will continue the game reading the book. And hovering over the cooking skill here, you see that the cooking skill meter is increasing above my Sim's head and in the little pop-up that appears. And we'll let that continue on until that book is complete. And now you see I'm at level 2 in the cooking skill with that volume 1 book. And if you remember, I told you the volume 1 book will cover levels 1, 2, and 3. And that's the same with all the skills, not just the cooking. We're going to make that message window disappear up there. And we'll pause the game now that the book has been completely read. And you'll see down here that my current skill level in cooking is now level 3. And going back to the inventory tab, and if I hover over this volume 1 cooking book and click it, you'll see that I'm not able to read the volume 1, as I'm too skilled to read it now, since I've already learned everything I can from the volume 1 book. So we'll go ahead and select the option to put that away, which is why I have the bookshelf on the lot. Unpause the game and go put that book away. And you'll notice that that book is not in your inventory now. It is now in your bookcase. And it looks like I already had one in there, but that's alright. And now we'll go to the Volume 2 book. If you recall, I wasn't able to read it earlier, and now that I'm at level 3, I'm able to read the Volume 2 book. So we'll select the option to read it and unpause the game. I'm going to go back to the Skills tab, and you'll see that the meter above my head has reappeared, indicating that my cooking skill is increasing again. And as I said earlier, this Volume 2 book will cover levels 4, 5, and 6 throughout all the skills. Say like if you're reading the Handiness skill book for Volume 2, it's going to cover levels 4, 5, and 6. And while that's increasing to level 6, I'm going to mention down in the description of the video here, you'll find a bunch of links where if you happen to want to start playing The Sims 3 or add to your collection with stuff packs and expansion packs that you don't have, I've got direct links in the description where you can purchase those items directly from Amazon. And I also want to say down in the bottom right corner of the video, I'm hoping that this video will help you out and you'll hit that subscribe button, and be sure to, if you do subscribe, turn your notifications on so you'll know when I upload new videos. And feel free to check out my other videos about The Sims 3 that I have uploaded also. And as you see the message in the top right corner indicating that your cooking skill is increased, and I'm now at level 5, which you can see me hovering over down here showing the same thing. And as your skill increases in level, it will take longer to get to the next skill level. And that's across the board with all your skills also, which is what I was mentioning with how many pages each book is. It takes longer to read the book as you go from Volume 1 to Volume 2 and Volume 3. Each volume takes longer to read as they have more pages in them. And you'll see here that I'm almost to level 6 in the cooking skill now. And that book has been completed now, and you'll see that I am at level 6 now in the cooking skill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the inventory. I'm going to click this Volume 2 book, and you'll see I'm not able to read it as I've learned everything I can from that Volume 2 book, just like the Volume 1 book. So I'm going to select the option to put it away, to put it in the bookshelf and get it out of the way pretty much. And clicking on Volume 3, I now have the option to read it. So I'm going to do so, and I'll pause the game and go back to the Skills tab here, and Volume 3 will cover levels 7, 8, 9, and 10 of your cooking skill. And that is the same with Volume 3 and any of this. Like I mentioned with the Handiness skill, if you're reading Volume 3, it's going to cover 7, 8, 9, and 10 skill level. Now I also want to mention, while we're sitting here letting our sim read this book and increase the skill level to level 10, the cooking skill has a lot of stuff that you can do with it. You can earn money with it. You can learn all kinds of recipes with it. Use it to keep from burning your food, or be less likely to burn your food, be less likely to have a fire. And this is all stuff that I'll talk about in other videos. I just want to mention it right now so that you'll realize that there's great purpose with the cooking skill. And there's lots of recipes that you can learn to cook, and that will also be in another video. And if you remember, I was talking about the skill journal. We'll bring it back up just for a second. And it's got these challenges here that help with different aspects of the cooking, and that's stuff that I'll get into with another video, and the recipes known and all that stuff. And as your cooking skills increase, you'll see that there are more recipes known than there was when I first showed you a minute ago. So we'll close that back out and continue increasing the cooking skill. And as I said, I'm running the game at fast speed so it gets through the skill levels quicker. And you can see the demonstration of what I was talking about. Each skill level, as you get higher, takes longer to get to the next, even going at fast speed in the game. And I also want to say, while we're sitting here, that there are other ways that you can maximize your cooking skill. You're not just limited to going out and buying the books and sitting there reading them. And the other ways that you can do it, I have videos for those as well that you're more than welcome to check out. This video is just showing you how to maximize your cooking skill using books at home. And you now see that we're at level 8 in the cooking skill. As I said earlier, I hope this video is helping you out and learning how to get to level 10 in your cooking skill. And I'm hoping that you'll hit that subscribe button down in the bottom right corner of the video and follow along with my other Sims 3 videos as well. And once you subscribe, be sure to turn your notifications on so that you know when I upload new videos. And be sure to check out the links in the description down at the bottom if you want to possibly begin your Sims 3 library or expand your library or pick up a expansion pack or stuff pack that might be missing from your library. All the links down there are direct links where you can do so and purchase those items from Amazon. And also, a little side note here, you'll notice that it's taken some time to increase to the next skill level. There is a bonus for gaining your skill levels quicker, which I have a video that shows you learning your skills in the library. If you read your skill books in the library, you'll get a speed bonus for doing so. Whereas if you're reading them at home, it will take longer. And you can see here, as I hover over the cooking skill, I'm at level 9 now, working my way up to level 10, which is the final level. And that is the case with all the skills. Level 10 is as high as you can go. And another factor when mastering your skill is your mood, whatever kind of mood you're in. Down here at the bottom in these tabs here, you see you got a needs tab here. If your needs are real low here, where say like you're really hungry, or you're wanting to socialize real bad, or your hygiene, like you need to shower, or you need to use the bathroom real bad, or your energy's real low, or your fun level's real low. If you're in the process of doing a skill building activity, you'll wind up stopping that skill building activity due to one of your motives or needs being drastically low. and that is something that I'll discuss in another video. And as you can see, my needs are not being changed because I've got a cheat going on to keep my needs at a certain level for the purpose of the video. But if you're not using that cheat for custom content, which the custom content and cheats I'll talk about in another video, my needs would be decreasing big time. And that's just something I wanted to point out. If you're sitting here wondering, well, why is he not needing to use the bathroom or eat or something like that while upgrading my skill level, it's because I'm using a custom content for the purpose of the video. That way I can focus on strictly building the skill level up during the video. Now that that book is completed, I'll pause the game, and you'll see now that it shows that my cooking skill is mastered, which means I'm at the top level of level 10. And we'll open that skill journal up just briefly, and I'll show you down here at the bottom, your list of known recipes is fairly extensive now due to being level 10 of the cookies. And also, if you noticed that I've completed one of the challenges for the cooking skill due to learning how to prepare 28 recipes, because I've mastered my cooking skill, and with each level in the cooking skill you learn new recipes. And that's the challenges of something I'll get into in another video. I just wanted to point that out to you so you're aware it's there. We'll close that out. We'll go back to the inventory here and click on this volume 3, and you'll see that I'm no longer able to read that book. So we'll put it away in the bookshelf. And that is pretty much it. Or actually, that is it for mastering your cooking skill using books at home. Now, I hope that this video has really helped you out with all that, and I hope that you'll hit that subscribe button and check out the links I have down in the description, and check out my other videos as well. Until the next video, I hope that you have some good experiences with The Sims and create some pretty cool dishes and stuff like that. Until the next video, I'll catch you on the next one. And I thank you for watching and checking out my channel and all my videos.